Hi there, I'm Joel Birch. I'm a certified facilitator and pro trainer of the Lego Serious Play method based in Australia. I'm an educator by background and at heart, and I work with a lot of schools and businesses, helping them to approach their big, important conversations playfully using this wonderful method. Over the last couple of years, I've met some of you at the 21st Century Learning Conference in Hong Kong and last year at the EARCOAST Teachers and Leaders Conferences. And this March, I'm going to be in Japan for a couple of days of big, powerful workshops with Tsukuba International School. And I'm also offering a facilitator training course in Tokyo while I'm there. So I wanted to take a moment to share with you what that's all about. So for starters, an intro to Lego Serious Play itself. In the simplest terms, it's a method for helping people have better conversations about the things they do that are important to them. Yes, it uses Lego as the medium for expression, but it's really driven by everything else that sits underneath the surface. It's the process of activating that hand-brain connection and thinking with your hands. It's the principles of constructivist and constructionist learning. It's the far wide-reaching benefits of play on the entire person and on a group. And crucially, it's the facilitated nature of the conversation that leaves no voices out. So kind of how it works, it's a deceptively simple process with a lot going on under the surface at each stage. So it begins with these big, beautiful, open-ended questions designed to invite as many perspectives on a topic as there are people at the table. It creates time to build all at the same time, so everyone's ideas can take shape. It creates intentional time to share and to listen, so everyone's ideas enter conversation. And then all of this, it builds this beautiful bank of empathy and understanding. From there, we build together to find connections, interactions, and to build that shared understanding. And lastly, we translate the stories in that living model into something that can be used back in the ordinary world off the table. So working out where you can apply it. Basically, it's good at these things. If you have a complex topic of conversation with no single right answer or way forward, and you want to hear from absolutely everyone involved and leave no voice out, then maybe Lego Serious Play is a good fit for that kind of conversation. So what that might look like with the adults in your school community is, it's really naturally at home with those big, high impact things that influence the school as a whole. It's beautiful for bringing new teams together or reflecting on your efforts. It works beautifully one-on-one for growth, transition, and evolution in kind of a coaching sort of scenario. It quite easily and naturally makes systems thinkers of people that it doesn't necessarily come naturally to. It's beautiful for engaging with parents and community, especially the ones that can be hard to reach because of your conventional barriers to communication. And the fact that it is so lovely and non-confrontational really, really opens up those channels of communication. And lastly, one of my favorite ways that I've used it is to meet the entire person at a job interview, not just their best behavior representative. And then putting it in front of the young people in your school community. It's a fantastic way to build some intentional space for student voice and to help them make their thinking really, really visible to themselves and to you. It's fantastic for grappling with epistemology and tackling the complexity of those less tangible how we know conversations. It's fantastic for staging and planning and reflecting on each stage of a project-based learning framework. It works really, really nicely to make critical thinking concrete and to generate ideas by just exercising that grey matter harder and to simulate possibility on the table where it's low stakes when you've got some sticky problem solving to do. And lastly, it excels at building big collaborative bonds and supercharging your communication. So, taking a look at the training that's going to happen in Tokyo on March 16th and 17th. And there's a couple of options with that, so I want to walk you through what that looks like. So there's these two training options. There is a one-day practitioner certification. This is fantastic for people who want to fold the method into the work that they do and use it to empower some of those important conversations that don't have many straight answers. The 2-day training is really good for anyone curious to make use of the full flexibility with the entire method and maybe needs to facilitate a wider range of conversations looking for a wider range of outcomes. Both of these options come with lifetime support. As long as I draw breath, you can reach out to me for help. They both come with digital credentials and access to the LSP Method Collective's online community of practice. And there's a really easy upgrade path for anyone that wants to go from practitioner certification to facilitator certification. If you want to just do the 1 day and then do the 2nd day later, just book in and pay the difference to the next course you see. Just to put this into context, where it fits under the LSP Method Collective's progression pathway is that sort of anyone self-taught, doing their first little experiments with it, that counts you as an explorer of the method. 1 day of training makes you a certified practitioner, and that training gives you some global consistency of practice and a network of other practitioners to lean on. Adding that extra day makes you a fully fledged certified facilitator with training in all the component techniques, some advanced question craft, and some time spent on what we call the business of LSP, considering the context of working it into an organization. Beyond that, there's the levels of expert and master that come with time, experience, and contributing back to the community. So let's look at some what nexts. If you want to find out more, there's full details on my website linked below. I fully understand that this might be something that you want to experience firsthand before diving into. So I'm going to be running 2 intro webinars on the 23rd and the 24th of February. So I'd love to see you in one of those. Again, details are down below. I'm currently set to host the course in a meeting room, probably in a co-working space in Tokyo. But if there's a school that would be interested in hosting, I'd be happy to talk about offering one practitioner training spot to say thank you. If that sounds like you, let's have a little bit more of a chat. So, and finally, if you've got any questions at all, I'd love to talk more about it. So please do reach out. I hope to talk to you soon. I hope to see you next week in one of those webinars. And I hope to see some of you at the table for this LEGO Serious Play training in Tokyo. See you later.